The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Mark Roberts is here with us right now. He's been on the show a couple times before. He's the executive VP and co-founder of Staff Leasing. Hey there, Mark. How are you?
I am doing fabulous. How are you guys doing?
We're great.
Do you put up your golf clubs now? I know you're an avid golfer.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's getting a little chilly out for that.
Right.
We should do that indoor thing.
We interviewed the guy from Scott, Brian Scott or something Scott.
Brian, yeah.
Or Scotty or whatever his name is. Last week. And
I actually went there and just to check the place out. It's pretty
very nice, yes.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Sounds like they got some good food, too, which kind of helps.
Food was good. Actually, we did grab a bite to eat.
He had me at beer pouring wall.
Yeah, you get a little card and you pay for that and it gives you so many fills. And
I love that.
So,
but he said the golf stuff is like state of the art, top of the line stuff.
Really is.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And actually, they've got 3 bays, and then the back room, which is more of a private room, that it actually will adjust your lie so that if you're laying in the fairway at an angle, it tips up.
Oh, so you feel it. Yeah, it's like you're really there.
And you can actually putt, So
that kind of lie. I thought you were talking about Hochul.
Hey.
Sorry. Yeah, you got that wrong.
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
Yeah,
Well, that's interesting. So tell us about your business. You've been in this business a long time. I know that rules have changed for small businesses over the years. I'm sure you've seen a lot of it.
Oh, my gosh.
Why should somebody use your business?
Well, oh my gosh, where do you start with that?
First, tell them what you do, because in case there's any confusion.
Well, and you always say that. With the name Staff Leasing, people think that we are a temp service.
Shocker.
We're actually an off-site human resource department, a professional employer organization, a PEO, that we assist businesses in co-employment with the payroll, the HR, and by grouping all of our different clients together, it's giving us the buying power for a benefit package. We've got 5 health plans, 2 dental, life, vision, EAP, long-term disability, short-term disability, the whole gamut of benefits.
So you're like an HR department. Is that fair?
We're an off-site human resource department handling all of that. And, right now, all of the potential clients, and people that aren't clients are going through the same thing with the open enrollment taking place for the benefits right now.
Yeah.
That can really be a burden to try and search through and look at what are we going to do. Benefit rates are going up. Fortunately, with us, we've been able to save our clients several $1,000s in a lot of cases when it comes to the cost of benefits.
How?
Well, because of our buying power, because of the size of the group. There's the community rated rates, and then there's the experience rated. And based on our experience, our rates are lower than what the community rates are, substantially in some of the different.
How does the Obamacare stuff going away, not being funded, does that complicate things on your end?
Good question.
It doesn't really complicate it. It ends up opening it up for us because it's difficult for businesses as it is to find a good health plan and to end up managing those plans. Mm-hmm. But what's available out there, is for small businesses under 50 employees is just strictly the community rates, and trying to get involved with the Obamacare. And with that changing right now, it's going to be interesting to see what ends up taking place with those rates and the subsidies that have been offered for that. Where with us, we've already got the discounts that are going on because of the size of our group.
So if we were part of it and the business across the street and down the hall are part of it, they all combine. So you're, instead of buying one policy, you're buying 100 or 1,000. Is that kind of how it's done?
That's kind of how it's done. And by taking in you're spreading the risk out over a larger pool. So with the community rates, it is a large pool, but they're controlling the cost of that's going on based on experience. With us, we've got tremendous rates when it comes to that. We manage the experience and make sure that, you can have, each client can set up with us and pick and choose what benefit plans they want to offer. Well, we offer all of them, but what they want to contribute towards the benefits.
Okay. So, what about HR? Like, you got a company, they got 10 employees. Usually there's not a dedicated HR manager. It's usually the person that maybe does the payroll. Maybe they do some bookkeeping and some accounting. And so when you hear all the things that, you can't fire that person, you can't lay that person off, you're going to get sued if you look at them cross-eyed. How do you manage all that stuff? Because it seems like it's trying to nail Joe to the wall.
And that's what we focus on. We don't know how to build widgets, but we do know how to manage the HR. And we've got a team there that between benefits people, HR people, payroll people, workers' comp managers, we've got all of that under one roof. So you've got your HR department that now, instead of having to hire somebody for HR for your company and learn all these rules, we're on top of that all the time and managing that. It's like a car mechanic now with all the computer stuff that is basically understands that, and none of us would really, well, maybe you, Tom, would know how to handle that type of stuff. But, it's one of the things that we specialize in. That's what we do. So, and that's where we're able to go in and help these clients focus on what they're doing, concentrate on their own business, and make that grow, and by working with us.
Do you have a lot of competition in your space?
I wouldn't say a lot of competition. I mean, there's the payroll services. There are other PEOs in the market, but we've been in business the longest, and a lot of what you've got to look at, and what we say is you've got to trust who you're trusting with your business. And there's people out there that just aren't doing it right, and we are and have been. Never had any issues at all with the IRS or with anything else.
But if someone's using one of the national payroll companies, say, well, we do our payroll through XYZ, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What I have heard from some of them is you never get to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that my partner Tom Boel and I have focused on, is the fact that there's a live person that answers our phone. Mm-hmm. And I was telling a story earlier to somebody that there's a person that was looking at, changing from one of the major payroll services, was on hold, and finally when she went to answer, it hung up on him. Right. It's like so frustrating because it's all going through. And with us, you call, you get a live person, you've got people's cell phone numbers, we're very accessible.
So if someone maybe is in business, small, medium, whatever, and they just want to get quotes on health insurance, can you do that?
Well, health insurance is part of the package. It's a full package.
So when you do it, we're going to do your health insurance, but we're going to help you with your payroll and if you need benefits. So
and the HR. So you're
the HR is big
department. So that's huge. When we started, it was like payroll comp benefits, payroll comp benefits. Now it's HR, payroll comp benefits.
What's your footprint? How many people do you you go to Rochester or do you go to?
Well, actually, we've got clients that are in multiple states.
Oh, okay.
So we're probably in 25 different states throughout the country.
Okay. Gotcha. So if you want to have a conversation, 641-3600, is that an okay number?
That is an okay number.
So 641-3900, staff
3600.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
641-3600. Staff Leasing PEO.com. Put Staff Leasing if you trip on PEO. You'll find it, and they can help you out. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
My pleasure.